Alright guys, here we go. There's something I wanted to cover that I haven't saw anybody else cover yet or even really talk about. And that is adding more than one of the same type of Pokemon to Pokemon Champions. And you might be thinking, why? There's limited box space, why would I do that? And the answer is to save VP. Like Charizard has two Mega Forms, Charizard X and Charizard Y. One's a special attacker and one's a physical attacker. So say you have Charizard Y and you train him to be a special attacker. You know what? You max out his special attack, you max out his speed. If you wanted to use Charizard X, you would have to retrain him, which is going to cost victory points. You're going to have to get rid of that special attack and add the physical attack. So if it's a Pokemon you really like, I think Charizard Y is going to be way more popular, but it might really be worth it. I know I'm going to do that with a handful of Pokemon. So I'm just going to go through and talk about the builds that I'm going to use on two different builds of the same kind of Pokemon. So yeah, I covered Charizard Y. He's a little like straightforward, probably the most straightforward one. That's why I used him as the first example. But then there's Dragapult. Look at Dragapult. He's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. He even stacks up to the Mega Evolutions. Then he's got a huge attack, well, a pretty good attack, and a really good special attack. So I know I'm going to run one special set with speed and special attack, and I'm going to have one ability on him. I'm probably going to have Curse Body on the special attacker because I don't really have to worry about Intimidate. I'm going to do the usual suspects like Shadow Ball, help if I could spell. You know what? Would add Flamethrower and then like Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor, something like that. Probably not Draco Meteor, probably just Dragon Pulse. Anyways, then probably toss choice specs on him. Dragon Pulse. But then there's the physical attacker that uses Dragon Darts. So you got the Dragon Darts. So you're not going to want to spend these victory points that you've already used up when you can just add another Dragapult into your Pokemon Champions collection. So that's really the point of this video. And then I'm going to show you one Pokemon I might actually bring three of. And that's Kommo-o. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. There's a lot of different builds you can do with him. Okay, let's grab the first move here, Body Press. Okay, so even with the Body Press build with Kommo-o, there's different ways you might want to stat him. I like going with the max speed and max defense, because Body Press damage is based off defense. He's got a pretty good defense. Man, 177, that's going to be pretty big. So, or some people might just want to do maybe not even speed, maybe they want to do health and defense because he's tanky to live that first hit, something like that. But I really like speed and defense on him. You know what, you pair him with somebody with Tailwind, you're going to be doing some pretty good damage. And then you know what else, you add an Iron Defense, maybe Protect, and what else for coverage? I don't know. What attacks higher? I'd add like maybe Close Combat, something like that. No, you wouldn't want Fighting. Maybe Dragon Claw, maybe Outrage, something like that. So that's one build you would want to do with Kommo-o. And then he even has a lot of great abilities like Bulletproof, Soundproof, Overcoat. It's all good. And then there's the other builds you can do. You can do a physical attacker with Kommo-o, or you can also do a special attacker. Like his signature moves, or at least one of them. One of them's a setup move which raises all the stats, and the other one is Clanging Scales. Sorry, 110 base power, hits both people but lowers your defense, and then Clangorous Soul. You lose a third of your health, but you get +1 to all stats. So that's pretty good. With the, what was that? The special attack, or you know what? You can just do the speed and attack, or you could do just health and attack. Kommo-o is crazy. Like whenever I go up against them, I'm like, okay, what do we have here? Because like actually in Scarlet and Violet, I had 3 different Kommo-os I'd use. He was my favorite Pokemon. I like to use him a lot. So another example here is Lucario. Same thing. he's a mixed attacker. So the new Mega Lucario Z, maybe you want to do this with him. You want to add that speed and special attack. We still don't have Mega Lucario Z's new ability. You might want to do something like that, or maybe, yeah, speed and physical attack for like the great moves. He's got like bullet punch, close combat. Yeah, and that's like, you might not even want to mega evolve all these Pokemon all the time. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe you want to hold a Focus Sash or something like that. Just kind of play some games with your opponent. So those would be the physical attacks there, you know, close combat. I don't know, what's he get? Iron Head? Iron Head? Oh, no way, he doesn't get Iron Head. I guess Meteor Mash. I hate that move. Meteor, just because like it's 90 base power, but only 90 attack. I personally don't like it that much. Maybe Protect, maybe Sword Stance. Something like that. Sword Stance, yeah, he gets that. He would just toss a Protect on there. Cool. Maybe that's something you want with his physical attack, and you don't even want him to hold a Mega Stone. You just want the Focus Sash. Something like that. That's one build. Did I already do the special? Yeah, I did. Okay, then this next one, I don't really know what you want to do with Salamence. Obviously, his Mega is going to be a great Pokemon. I have his Mega here, like great stats. The Mega has slightly higher attack, still a good special attack, a mixed attacker, or one of the builds I loved with Salamence and Scarlet and Violet was the special attack, even though it's his lower of the two stats. And I would run Tailwind. He gets Intimidate, which is awesome, like an Intimidator and a Tailwind setup guy. I think I use Protect, and then Air Slash and a Dragon Pulse. I'm a big fan of Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor. I don't like missing Draco Meteor, and I don't like not being able to use a special attack after that. So yeah, that's what I ran a lot on Salamence in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And then one other, and then I'm going to give you an example of one more, Baxcalibur. He's one of my favorite Pokemon, but I just want to say, hey guys, if you've made it this far and you've been enjoying the Pokemon Champions content and tips and stuff like that, consider dropping a subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like I'm very happy with how the channel's going so far. It's only been about a month, maybe a couple days, more than a month, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm getting a ton of watch time, but just the subs isn't following back. Holy, I didn't think it's so hard to actually get somebody to hit the subscribe button. Anyways, gonna get back to the video here with Baxcalibur. So for me, I've got two shiny Baxcaliburs. Do one there, and then actually I'm gonna add his Mega over here. It's good old Bax. Should have picked another format to do this team builder. Bring him to 50. Let's see these stats. Boom, 50, and then 50. All right, so base Baxcalibur, what's he coming in at? 87 speed. I think his other one's 87 speed. Yeah, Mega Baxcalibur's 87 speed. He gets quite a bit more bulky. So yeah, one build I'm going to do with Baxcalibur, which I had in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, okay, I was wondering. Brain fart there. I do one build, max HP, max attack. Then whatever, 4 speed, something like that. Then I do a different build with keeping that max attack, but I also do max speed. And then boom, something like that. Extra little bit of HP there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That was, yeah. Alright guys, that was pretty fun. The main point of this video was to just show you that it might be useful to have more than one copy of each type of Pokemon in Pokemon Champions, even though we are going to have limited space. If it's Pokemon you like or Pokemon you feel like you can win some games with, I say go for it. Burn an extra spot just having another copy of the same Pokemon. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.